Yo, 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 people, you know, this is your boxing genius from SBNboxing.com, man. Here to talk to you about what's going to happen, a little bit about what's going to happen here this coming weekend. Again, watching it here in Little MGM, here at the house, with some crowd here, not too much of a big crowd like the last time we had Pacquiao and Chris Algieri. You know, that was the last time I think that I had spoke out there to you guys, and we did a little video here and there. But anyway, you know, this weekend, man, we're going to have some hell of a fights, I think, you know. We haven't had no cards or boxing matches like this in a long time, you know. We're going to have both HBO and we're going to have Showtime, both sides going on at the same time, you know. But again, even tomorrow in Showtime, I think they're going to have Islandi Lara. Remember, Lara is that guy that lost to Canelo Alvarez, you know, in a close controversial decision, in which a lot of people said that Lara won, but to me, honestly, Lara did not win. You know, he did not stop there and punch it out, slug it out once in a while with Canelo. You know, the only man that can do that, just run. The technician himself called FMJ, Floyd Mayweather Jr. You know, Lara's been a guy, he's only lost twice, you know, to Canelo and Paul Williams. But he's fighting some unknown. I don't know who the fuck he is. I know his name is Smith, Ishmael Smith. I think Izzy Smith. But, you know, the guy's 26-12, my understanding. And, you know, he has some punching power, but his resume sucks, you know. But, man, guess what, man? The best matches are coming Saturday, people. Saturday. Saturday is going to be the day, man. The day. So you guys better get ready. Get your shoes, get your beer, get your Bacardi, get your damn Crown Royale, get what the hell you want, man, and get ready to see some good matches, man. We're going to see some hell of a matches in there, man, come Saturday. Saturday, we're going to see more or less that Mr. Desert Storm, Timothy Bradley. You know, Timothy Bradley is a guy that, he's 31-1, you know. Excuse me, 31-1. A guy that, you know, that he lost on a rematch with Pacquiao. Honestly, he would have had 30-2. But, you know, in that first fight with Pacquiao, eventually, that was a give-all, you know, here. There's a song, take it, you know. But anyway, he's fighting a guy by the name of Diego Chaves, man. Diego Chaves is 23-2. Diego Chavez is a guy, I think he's lost to Keith Thurman, and he's also had a loss of the disqualification to Brandon Rios, somebody that Pacquiao fought on his comeback from the knockout from Marquez, you know. But, you know, the guy's supposed to be so good, you know. I mean, the guy's supposed to have some good punching power, and he's pretty good at it as far as, you know, getting the job done. Other than that, his resume, I don't see anybody else, you know. But, you know, as far as the fight going on with Timothy Bradley and Mr. Chavez, Chavez has also talked to also be in line for Pacquiao, as a matter of fact. But the way I see things now, I don't think Pacquiao is going to be interested in fighting this guy, okay? And I don't think he's going to fight this guy. But bottom line is that I think in this match between Timothy Bradley and Diego Chavez, I give the edge definitely to Timothy Bradley. Whether he's going to knock him out, I don't think Timothy Bradley's going to knock this guy out. The guy's got a good chin. Timothy Bradley's not going to knock the guy out. It's going to go on a UD for Timothy Bradley. Excuse me. Wow, this Coors Light tastes good, baby. Hey, by the way, before I continue, before I continue, you're probably wondering why my son Kenneth Let's Speak Boxing has not done any videos on these fights coming up. Well, Kenny, God bless him, he's back out there in France. His job called him. He's back in Paris. You might have seen something on Facebook if you guys follow Facebook. But he's back in Paris. He left He left on the 9th. He left on the 9th. He won't be coming back to Sunday, the day after the fights. So that's why basically you have not seen Kenny out there give you some predictions on the fights, some good analytical work that he normally does on the fights, you know, like his dad. But anyway, you know, that's the reason why. Now, another thing, you know, on the fight. And again, this is on HBO. This is the HBO side, which is also going to happen in Vegas that night. Again, we talked about Bradley. Again, I am giving the actual decision, unanimous decision, to Bradley over Diego Chaves. I don't think he is going to knock him out. We're also going to see the likes of Mauricio Herrera. And Mauricio Herrera, he's 21-4. Mauricio Herrera was that guy that, excuse me, wow, excuse me. God damn, George, stop drinking Coors Light, dude. What the fuck are you doing? But anyway, Mauricio Herrera is the guy that I said had beaten on also another controversial decision fight back in Bayamon against Danny Garcia. Remember Danny Garcia, the light welterweight champ, which is still today the light welterweight champ, you know. And to me, Mauricio Herrera, to me, he really won that fight, you know. But anyway, in his last fight, he beat Joan Perez, you know, for the light welterweight title. And this time around, he's coming to fight a guy by the name of Jose Benavides, I think. Benavides, you know. Hey, I'm Spanish and I can't pronounce that goddamn name. But anyway, it's Benavides. The guy's 21-0. He has 15 knockouts, but he's also a welterweight, my understanding. But again, his resume sucks. But again, like I always say, you never know what could fucking happen in boxing, you know. Mauricio Herrera moves around pretty good. He's pretty good. On the technical side, he's pretty good, you know, as a smooth fighter. But, you know, he's going to have to watch for one of those wild rights by Jose Benavides, you know. Again, he has 15 knockouts. So you never know what can happen, man. Never know what can happen. And now we're going to go to the big ones, the big guns, man. The fights that I think that we all been wanting to see and we all been waiting to see. And we want to see how this comes out about, man. Because there's a lot of talks. This is one guy that, you know, that Mr. Floyd Mayweather Jr., better known to me as TPOB in boxing, he put him out there on the census to his fans about whether he wants to fight this guy or Marcus Madonna. And this guy was the guy that most of the fans wanted him to fight, but eventually he did not fight. His name is Amir Khan. We all know that. We all know Amir Khan because he's 29-3. He has 19 knockouts, you know. And Amir Khan, the way I look at it sometimes, people, Amir Khan is a guy that he has followed more or less, like I say, the footsteps of Pacquiao in a sense, you know. Amir Khan has been a guy that he has lost to Lamont Peterson. Now, he lost to Lamont Peterson on a controversial decision, just like Pacquiao lost to Bradley on a controversial decision. Remember that shit? Okay. Lamont Peterson beat Amir Khan over at D.C., if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. Over at D.C., his hometown, you know, and the way he beat him was two bullshit judges, just like if you guys remember Dwayne Ford, C.J. Ross on the Bradley Pacquiao fights. Okay, you have these two judges. One, Lamont Peterson went down in one of the rounds. Okay, then all of a sudden, I think it was one of the rounds, and in the last round, this bullshit referee deducts the points off Amir Khan for pushing. Now, where in the fuck do you ever see something like that in boxing? You do see it, but there's warning. But you rarely see some dumb shit like that. Okay? This referee deducted not 1 point, 2 points from Mr. Amir Khan for pushing Lamont Peterson. That caused him to fight. But on the other side, you had a good referee by the name of Nelson Vasquez. No referee, excuse me, judge. Nelson Vasquez, who scored a fight, I think it was 115, 113, yeah, 115, 113, something of that nature. And if you deduct those 2 points, we have then Amir Khan with still 2 points, 117. And he was still winning the match, you know. And these other two fools had it 114, 113. And those 2 points cost him the goddamn match. You know, and again, to me, that was some bullshit. That was another fixed fight, which people today do not believe there is, but there is fixed fights out there, people. There are fixed fights out there, believe it or not. And he lost the match. That's one of his losses. The other match came again by a lucky punch by Danny Garcia, the same way that Marquez knocked out Pacquiao. You look at that shit. A TKO by Danny Garcia in the 4th round on a knockout on a punch. Amir Khan, 2 losses, 3 losses really. But here's Amir Khan losing in the same fashion and manner, the way I see it, is more or less a Pacquiao. Mirage, just like that. And both of these guys won who? FMJ. And both of these guys, FMJ is doing what? Dodging. Think about that shit. It's something to think about, Amir Khan, to me, has got quick hands, fast. Like Kenny said in one of his videos, I give him credit for that. He's always said that Amir Khan is one of the fastest. He's faster than Floyd Mayweather Jr. He might not be faster than Pac-Man, but he is faster than Floyd. And Floyd is afraid of that. Someone who's faster than him. That's why he never fought Paul Williams with 2,000 punches in a fucking fight. Okay, that's one of the guys who dodged in 2008, by the way. Okay, now we also see the looks like the guy of Devon Alexander, who he's fighting. Devon Alexander is a guy that he is no flunky, man. Devon Alexander is 26-2. Devon Alexander 26-2 with 14 knockouts, if I'm not mistaken. His only 2 losses have come to Sean Porter, which is something we've seen just here at the house, and also a Timothy Bradley. And Sean Porter is a guy that was coming up the ranks, rising up. He lost to Kell Brooks. But Devon Alexander is no flunk. These are 2 guys that are going to go at it. And a lot of people are saying that one of the 2, if they win, when they win, may be looking at the likes of Floyd Mayweather Jr. Well, I'll tell you what. Both of them, I think, either one of them win. I don't think none of them are going to fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Amir Khan will not fight him because Amir Khan already won the census on a fan-based census. The fans asked for Amir Khan, and Floyd Mayweather Jr. did not fight him. Devon Alexander, if he wins, I don't know. I really don't know. I think that Devon Alexander is a guy, he would not fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. because he might want to probably go back and go take it out with Sean Porter and maybe bring back that rematch with Sean, just like Pacquiao's doing up the ranks now, before he gets to Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., again, he does not fight a southpaw. Devon Alexander is a southpaw, and a pretty good one also. He's one of the few southpaws, if not the only southpaw, that's ranked today in the welterweight division. That's really stupid, ain't it? And if I look at them rankings by ring in the welterweight division, man, I don't know who gets this shit out, but they must set that shit up for Floyd Mayweather Jr. again. It's always been set up for this man, And then you also have the likes of that same card, the bouts. Excuse me. You got Keith Thurman fighting some guy named Bondu. Then you got the Charlo brothers. Charlo brothers, the twin Shamel and Shamel. Shamel and Shamel fighting Charlo. They're fighting 2 guys. Eventually, hell yeah, they ain't gonna fight the same guys. They're fighting 2 different guys. But anyway, you also fight. You got Abner Mares. Abner Mares is also fighting a guy by the name of Jose Ramirez, I'm not mistaken. Then you also have, on the Spanish channel, you also have Unimas. It's a lot of people are not going to watch. A lot of people are not trying to watch. But I'm going to try to tune in also, not just HBO, but Showtime. I'm going to try and tune into Unimas. There's a kid in Puerto Rico. And most of you guys out there who know boxing, who follow boxing, have heard of this kid from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Okay? This guy is called Felix Verdejo. Felix Verdejo is 15-0, man. Felix Verdejo is at Puerto Rican right now in the lightweight division, and he's pretty big for a lightweight, man. He's about 5'9", lightweight, 5'9", damn. And the guy has 11 knockouts. You know, he's only gone the distance again 4 times. You know, but the distance we're talking about, he's still in the tune-up matches. You know, maybe 8 rounds to max. But this kid is going to be great. Remember that. He's going to be great. So, you know, guys, you know, this is the way I'm looking at it. Again, you know, on the HBO side, we got Timothy Bradley fighting Diego Chavez. And Diego Chavez, again, he has a pretty good resume, but I'm going to give the edge again to Timothy Bradley over Diego Chavez on the unanimous decision. I'm also going to give the edge to Mauricio Herrera. Excuse me. Mauricio Herrera fighting a guy named Benavides, I think that's his name. That guy's from Spain, I think he is. And then you have on the Showtime, again, you got Amir Khan versus Devon Alexander. What's the edge? What's my prediction on that fight? I'm going to give the edge to Amir Khan, man. I think Amir Khan's going to win a unanimous decision over Devon Alexander. But Devon Alexander better watch out, because Amir Khan could put his ass away. But at the same time, people complain about Amir Khan having a glass jaw. Ladies and gentlemen, the way I seen him against Luis Collazo, when he beat Luis Collazo hit us some good shots. And remember, Luis Collazo is the guy that beat Victor Ortiz, put his ass away to sleep. Good. And, you know, the way I'm looking at it is that Amir Khan could knock him out also. But I'm going to give him the unanimous decision over Devon Alexander. And by the way, I mentioned one guy just now, Victor Ortiz, in which we were comparing Amir Khan with Luis Collazo, and Luis Collazo beating Victor Ortiz. I think also on that same undercard and Showtime, we're going to have Victor Ortiz in his redemption. He's coming back. He looks like he's coming back, and he's going to fight some dude named Manuel Perez, some shit like that. Manuel Perez. I think Victor Ortiz is coming back. You know, I wish him the best of luck, but you know, I think that he's going to be like a Berto. You have to take some flunkies before he gets to the road. And you know, Victor Ortiz, you know, he's got his up and downs. His best shot was against Floyd Mayweather Jr., the stupid mistake he made, trying to headbutt him. Other than that, everything else was good night for him, you know. But this is my predictions for me that night. And by the way, I would love to see, again, Amir Khan win that fight, because I would like to see what Mr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. will say once Amir Khan wins that fight, whether he's going to challenge him or not. And I'm going to be making a video sometime this week, because there is a date set between the Canelo and Cotto fight. If I'm not mistaken, I heard about that today. Today is Thursday. I heard about the Canelo Cotto fight being set already for May the 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. And we're talking also about a Pacquiao. I'm going to make a video on the Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather Jr. concept. You know, this gossip going back and forth. You know, I said it one time beginning of the year about, you know, this one chick from Dubai. Dubai guy was offering Floyd $100 million to fight Mr. Pacquiao, whatever he wanted. He was giving Pacquiao $80 million. But now you got Floyd Mayweather Jr. here saying that he wants 2/3 of the purse and shit like that, you know. Hey, $100 million is $100 million. So what the fuck do you want? $120 million? What's $20 million compared to $100 million? And what you got today, fool? We don't know. But again, that's a video that I'll be talking about later on this week, maybe next week, maybe waiting till Mr. Kenny comes back, because as you all know, Kenny is a biased guy. Kenny does not tell you guys anything, but he loves Floyd Mayweather Jr. Okay? Excellent analyst, but
Floyd Mayweather Jr. overweight.
Okay. But anyway, I'll see you guys. God bless you. And for those of you who say that the genius doesn't know shit about boxing, guess what? Y'all can kiss my ass. Good night. And I'll see you guys Saturday. Same time, same channel. Adios.